What's happening, crypto farm? Happy Wednesday morning. Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott, whether you're watching on IGT, Facebook, or YouTube. It is a pleasure to have you here. Not quite as sunny as it was yesterday, so sun's not quite out as much, but yeah. So let's get cracking with the nagging. This 600 billion stuff, this new Rtgs, this story that broke. Now, John messaged me yesterday. Hi, John. Hi, John. About Carney and 600 billion, blah, blah, blah. And because he said Carney, I was like, well, he's been saying it for years, mate. And then this morning I wakes up and I realised it was the other dude. I can't forget his name. I think he's the one who answered Kurt's question at that Bank of England thing. But 600 billion a day, they've been saying it for years. Prime example, go to Google and Google that. Mark Carney, future of money. Or future of money, Mark Carney. Right? On Google that. Have a look at some of them videos. Notably, as well, if you want a deep dive back, where's it gone? Winning the economic marathon, 2014. They've been saying it for years. Future Forum, Bank of England, the Bloomberg one was long. We used that Bloomberg one in the documentary. That's where he was saying it quite a lot. But he's been saying it since 2015, minimum. Yeah, we've seen him saying it since then. He might say something about it in that 2014 one, the winning the economic marathon. I can't really remember. I've watched that many fucking videos of him. I forget what he said in which video. But wanted to point out, everyone's now on Twitter. Oh, fucking 600 billion a day. 600 billion a day. Well, 600 billion a day, right, is fuck all compared to that. There are $180 trillion worth of cross-border payments made each year. Or is it every year? Every year. Nearly remembered. There are 180 trillion worth of cross-border payments made every year. Just like, let's just sit the foot back and like how much 180 trillion is almost unimaginable amount of money for some of us. And it's only 18% of a quadrillion. Like 1.2 to 2.4 quadrillion dollars, some people think the total value of the planet is. They're only tackling cross-border payments at the moment. It's going to go from cross-border payments to cross-network payments to a full internet of value. This is exactly what that is from 2017, June. Yeah? To the internet of value, what it means and how it benefits everyone. Our vision is for value to be exchanged as quickly as information. Although information moves around the world instantly, a single payment from one country to another is slow, expensive, unreliable. In the US, globally, a typical international payment takes 3 to 5 days to settle. Has an error rate of 5% with an average cost of $42 worldwide. There's 180 trillion worth of cross-border payments made every year with a combined cost of more than 1.7 trillion a year. Come on, guys. Well, I feel like I should have done a director's cut of the documentary because of the globalization one. Because we cut a few of them chats up so it didn't end up 4 or 5 fucking hours. And clearly, in cutting them up, they've not been as clear as they should have been, maybe. Because this shouldn't surprise any of yous if you watch us. You're fucking mad. Don't get me wrong, let it excite you. Yeah. Shouldn't surprise you. Bank of England making a new RTGS system? Well, yeah. Like they've been saying for 4 years. Nearly 5, possibly 5 years. Start acting surprised at old news. It's getting pretty funny. Do you know what I mean? Why do you think Kurt's not doing a video? If that would have been the first time that was ever said, I don't think Kurt had done a video on it. Been in his van like, fucking hell, guys, 600 bill a fucking day. We already knew. So I said I was like to John, I was like, bruh, it's old news, mate. It's old fucking news. And then finds out this morning that it was new news. It was a new release of old news. So what they generally like to say is, we're opening up our RTGS system to the private sector so it can interoperate with other RTGS systems. And people like Mark Carney go on to say, and they're doing it for us. They, Ripple, IBM, Intel, Hyperledger, mate, basically. They're doing it for us. They're creating Hyperledger, Interledger Protocol, Interledger. It's all for interoperability. It just is. It should not surprise you when stuff we've been speaking about for over 12 months is just said by someone else. Madness. Blockchain enables a value exchange. Investment managing services Rathbros summarizes the potential as this: promising to do for value what the internet has done for information, decentralized control, removes asymmetries, and change the way we transact and interact with everything, from money transfers to asset trading, through healthcare provisions and music downloading to collaborating and sharing of resources. Blockchain promises to enable, empower, and revolutionize and disrupt. Nice. We're already seeing significant applications of the blockchain in the real world. Nasdaq is using it to help firms manage shares. The Baltic nation of Estonia is securely storing the healthcare records for more than 1 million of its citizens on distributed databases. Japanese airline Peach Aviation recently became the first commercial carrier to accept cryptocurrency as payment for flights. 2017, stop acting like it's new fucking news. They've been able to pay for Japanese flights since 2017. Did any of you did you lose that then? And then as I was reading that, you're thinking, fucking hell, Japanese flights? 2 years ago. What the fuck, man? Like, people need to be a little wary about the dates, man. The dates and what you're sharing shit, because like that guy who they took on in fucking 2017, everyone's like, oh, Ripple added this fucking guy to the board of directors. It's like, yeah, 3 years ago, mate. But yeah, it is good. Any news is good news. I always say to everyone, even old news is good news if someone hasn't seen it before. It's just the way you present it. Presenting old news as new news can occasionally make you look stupid. But when they represent old news as new news and it's someone else saying it, or they add a little something else that they want to say, then it does give us a little something extra to talk about. But let's not just talk about 600 billion a day, eh? Let's talk about the 180 trillion a year. And then the possible up to 2.4 quadrillion global worth of derivatives, all our houses, our cars, our clothes, and everything else that we feel has got value. We just got to live long and hodl, guys. We have just got to live and hodl. Get happy in your current situation, and then you're going to be happy holding a little bit longer, aren't you? If you ain't got any, what the fuck are you waiting for? Don't delay. Go get some today. Yeah? Then you wait. You live long and hodl. Yeah. As always, guys, we love crypto. We love you. Oh, we love XRP. We love the fucking Bank of England as well for being a major, major Ripple player. Enjoy the rest of your week, guys. We are halfway through after today. Remember that shit. Peace.